Good afternoon on what is a bright, warm and sunny day. It is Friday the 25th of March. I'm back in the Read Nook with some parcels and of course a nice hot cup of tea. And the next thing I'm going to open is this. As you can see, I've already been in there once. I'm going to carry on. And the next thing I'm going to pull out is this Flott's Miscellany Volume 2 by Flott, Imaginary Alchemist, and this is the pamphlet edition. I looked recently, I did an unboxing of this, okay, and I thought it looked interesting. I thought it was a fancy thing. I didn't know what it was, and I was so intrigued by it. Which was basically essentially a writer's assembly of ideas and things to just throw at your player characters. And I went, what's this? This is obviously about something, but I don't know what it's about. So I had to go and look it up, okay, because it really didn't say anything upon the seller's website. I'm not going to go criticise them for it. And it's for a setting called the Rainy City. And I went, ooh, what's the Rainy City? Well, I don't know. I've gone and ordered a copy and I will look at that in due course. But this is from Superhero Necromancer Press, and this is the second supplement for it. A book of yet more ideas following up on Volume 1. So we have Flott, Imaginary Alchemist, and it says essentially, welcome friend, Obertress Orngrove, an eminent hodgepodger among the many mongers of Arona Way in Merk Corners, once told me the secret to uncovering the quality find was to rummage the piles everyone else ignored. I found this quite true in the pursuit of esoterica as well. I'm Flott, alchemist and operatic tenor, and I am once again honoured to offer you this second miscellany of eclectic hodgepodgery on our great city. Rummage away, my friends, rummage away. So there we go. So we get the idea of what this is all about. So, setting is the Rainy City, and we have lists. Essentially, it's a book of lists and just sort of like ideas like lava I have known, or goblins, fairies, trolls, and haunts of the city. For example, under lava I have known, we have Charity Hart, the old town extortionist, who is ready to move out to the world, become a gang lorder, and run the damn show. Or Lester Gale, the Vagabond Bay landlord, who has some very promising, if perhaps not fully formed, notions about entering the insurance business. How hard can it be? Or practical magical grimoires for theft or sale. Aura's Finer Loves by Aurora Dynasty's Key Spells, and Aurora's Predatory Ache, Aura's Bottom Flush. So lots of ideas, and you just you almost don't know what you're going to get in here from page to page. Or on the Geoecology of Gargoyles by Agar Yaminu, the Candive, a short precis. So brilliant. You've just, why would you want that? Why not? Let's go and find out. What's it about? And then we have pubs of the Rainy City are diverse in style, offerings and clientele. Below that we have more cults and sects of the Rainy City. So there's the image of the pubs, and then we've got before we get into an excerpt from a dark stamp, various and diverse markings of the criminal activity in the Rainy City, essentially this is the markings of your criminal fraternity in the Rainy City. So, for example, a miner's pick, or either crossed or singular, a cracksman or safe cracker. Rickety in the swells. When you have to pay a pirate, what do they want? 1. A map to old Stucky's treasure lowered into the muck of the sump. Or the blessing of the pig witch, what lives in the swamp. Pirates fear pigs for some reason. Lost treasures of Skeleton Jane's Quelch, or where did Skeleton Jane Quelch leave her pieces of 8? Or so you need a prosthesis. 1. A fancy hook, rare, metal, shiny. Tentacle, maybe octopus, maybe squid, maybe something else. I said lots and lots of ideas. Sailor lore, tack ships of the Admiralty. You hear singing in an alley where there's drunken sailors, drunken mermaids, urchins practicing to busk at the Gentle Exchange. boats on ships of the Vagabond Bay. Again, just lists of ideas, really ideas just awaiting for the game master to develop as is her want. Then we go into, so this is done town section by section, so really we've looked at the Rickety and the Swells again, and then we go on to Vagabond Bay, the top there, Old Town, where you might find puddings of the city, as categorised by Aloysius Grunt, Guildmaster of the Pudding Hands Union. So deep jellies, or the Diver's Bane, Old Bonnies, Old Town oozes, sheer sands, and essentially these are not pudding. These are puddings, as in black puddings or grey puddings, that sort of thing, and oozes your atypical amorphous Dungeons and Dragons style monsters. Then we get into the Merc. We've got fairy hands of the Merc, such as talks to people who aren't there. You hope that's gains. You can't tell you the difference between the living and the dead. Glad he takes custom and coin from both. Divers of the Merc are old, who likes dead people. Dead people have things, you see, things that don't belong to nobody. And inside a Merc Tower, and before we get into Levy Town, even more cults of Levy Town. Then out that into the Sump, where some select traders of Bridger's Market, such as Girdle, Publican Brewer, a Pragadocious Bogey, peddles the best Hoy lager this side of the levee, often pairs brews with the seasoned squid tentacles, cockles and mollusks for the texture. To peculiar dangers of wild Sump fruits, such as secret tongue of the, full of worms, the talking kind. They fill your head with gibberish. When you talk, a man's scrabble of words is apt to come out. Usually lasts a day. Into the Mids, where you've got popular drinking clubs of Public Square, more select shops of the Mids Promenade. Causes of death of the recently inhumed of the catacombs. So a nice use of language there, inhumed rather than you're used to exhumed. Embassy Row, more importantly, and out. And we've got the Headlands, where you might meet rustlers, bandits of the Headlands, like the Ackley brothers, tolls on Cliffield Head Road, hideout in the shipwreck near Carly's Cove, fact remedies of the Headlands, Blight's Bane, ointments of goat's bladder, honey and sulky whiskers as treatment for cancerous blight. When we get to this Tower Cliffs, further dreams of the wizard Tyrellian the Anoic, and just more items entered in the colloquium this year. 10 absolutely true facts about alchemists, umbrellas, killing wizards. Just brilliant. So apprentice alchemists must taste every potion they brew. This is why you see so many applicants are novitiates, but yet so few masters. Umbrellas. An umbrella protects you against not only the rain, but also the watching eye of Oculum the Oracular, killing wizards. Use a simple knife, for a wizard's hide is thin, soft as a lambskin, and easily pierced. Tales of the Rainy City. And just some fungal ideas and rumours and so on. The family Willoughby and Associates, so more NPCs. And then lastly, notable unusual beasts of the Ark. So really you do need the Rainy City source book for this, but otherwise, once you've got that, this adds just a cascade of just new elements and extra elements. You just expand the city, add more flavour, add detail, just make it more chaotic and more weird, and just throw your player characters off kilter, just going from one district to the next. So yeah, I really do like that. That's just thematically fantastic, full of ideas, as I keep saying. So you will need to track down a copy of the Rainy City. I did, and then track down these down. I'm sure that they will be available in PDFs from your usual dealers. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a package and a book or game which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.